but we just wanted to share with you guys our amazing adventure that we had across the Atlantic Ocean. We have cruised many times before. That's what we used to do all the time back in the day when we were cruise junkies. We would just hop on cruises. That's how we got to see the world. We love the fact that you could go across the ocean. You get to have all these amenities on a ship. Most cruise lines, especially with Royal, because that's who we're experienced with, is with Royal, because we're loyal to Royal. We love the shows, we love the food, we love the experience. There's always something going on the cruise, and we like that. My husband loves the the flow rider, and also there's the, what's that thing called where you blow up in the air? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They also have bumper cars on some of these. They also have water slides. There's just so many amenities that a lot of people enjoy. Like families, a lot of families love to be on these cruises and experience something for everybody. For dad, for mom, for kids, but even for couples. We have no children, but we love going out there and just trying everything out. It's super fun. So this cruise, the Allure of the Seas, is, we've cruised this ship before. We absolutely loved it. For the Transatlantic, again, it was our first time doing the Transatlantic. We absolutely had a great time. I was nervous because in my mind, I had this vision of Titanic. When we're cruising, land is what? 2 miles away, but in my head, if the ship goes down, I can swim to land and I'm safe. Doing a cruise in February, let me say, we took a chance. It could have been rogue waves, it could have been all kinds of crazy, a lot of storms, a lot of rain, a lot of whatever. So we knew we were taking a gamble. We were trying it out, and it was our first cruise. And most people that were on that cruise that we talked to have never done a transatlantic in February. They said they have done April, they have done one at end of March, but they never did one in February. But it was a quite beautiful surprise because we had great weather. We hit some rough patches a little bit, but we only had one day of rough patches, and even then it wasn't that bad. But if you get seasick, then yeah, it wouldn't be ideal, and you are taking a chance doing it in February. So I don't know. It's really interesting. They're going to refurbish, or they have refurbished the whole ship. It should be done soon. There were some things that were missing, like a lot of people were complaining about no water slides and so forth like that. And they wanted to remove certain things, which I was really tragically sad to hear that they're getting rid of the juice bar, which most people didn't know about. They made fresh juices, they made smoothies. It was just absolutely fantastic. And we would just go there and get our juice and our smoothie. But now I heard they're gonna get rid of that because apparently it's not, working in their favor. But that is the one thing I'm gonna be truly sad about, is because that juice bar was one of the reasons why we were excited about doing the Allure of the Seas. We love juices, we love fruits, we were just super excited about it. It is a really beautiful ship, even as old as it was, and it did need to be refurbished. And you did see some wear and tear, but not much. They kind of kept on top of their ship, which I really appreciated. We absolutely love the crew on this ship. Very friendly people. We loved our waiters. The waiting staff was amazing. The bartenders were really good as well. We absolutely loved them. Everyone was very friendly and happy for us. You could tell these people work really hard. So we always try to show our appreciation by giving them a good tip and write a good review. We always try to remember their names and write their names in a good review, because these people work so hard to make sure that we have an amazing trip. What else is there to talk about? Let me think. The shows were really good. Now, I'm from New York. I have done many plays. Love plays. And I have to say, for Royal Caribbean, they really do bring it. They put a lot of effort into their shows and so forth. And on this ship, they had Mamma Mia, did a fantastic job. I saw the movie, so in my head, I had those characters in my head. But when I saw the real cast and how much work they put into it, you could tell these people really love their job, and they really love the character that they were playing. They did such a great job. We really enjoyed it. Again, some people may pick apart, the set, this and that, but you have to remember, you're in the middle of the ocean and you're getting shows. I mean, real legit shows that people had the dance steps, they had the whole rhythm, the ship is moving, and they're just working their tail off to bring us a great show. So I absolutely loved Mamma Mia cast. They did a really good job, very talented crew. Water show, same thing. Sometimes they had to cancel it a few times because we had some rough seas, but majority of the time they were able to do their show and they did fantastic. You could tell, again, really good, talented people doing this work. I mean, it's amazing what you could do jumping into the water. I mean, it was pretty impressive. I really loved it. They just have a lot of activities to try to keep us like entertained, and there's always something to do. They had aerobics in the morning, which was really fun to get your body moving. They had a walk around track. They had an exercise room. They had a library. They had all these little things going on throughout the ship for our 12 days, well, 9 days in the ocean. They just kept it going. They were trying to keep us entertained. But what else was nice is there was a lot of downtime. You didn't have to do everything. You just pull up your little schedule. You pick out something that fits for you. And other times you could just sit in your room, read, or go up on the deck and read, because we pretty much had great weather. So it was really, really nice. They kept us entertained, and I love that. Central Park was one of our favorite places we would go. We went to some shows, but most of the time we would hang out after dinner at Central Park, hang out at our little bar there. They had live music. It was just chill. You had the natural plant. These are real plants on this ship. We also had some owls on the ship this time. It was really cool. So it just added to the ambiance of that cruise. It was just a really, really cool experience. We finally, after years, and we used to cruise for many years, but we never did the elevated bar. We never did that. We always skipped it. We were like, nah, we're not into that. But we finally got to do it. It was super fun. We hung out with the waiters, hung out with different guests that came off and on. Absolutely fun little thing to do. So I actually enjoyed it. You go up, you're in Central Park, you come down, you're on the main floor there. So we absolutely loved it. It was super, super fun. The outside theater is absolutely fun and wonderful. You can watch movies out there and relax. And there's a bar behind you so you could get a nice drink if you want and just hang out and see a movie. They usually played reruns. It wasn't like the newest movie, but fun stuff, like Casino Royale or whatever. They would just say, okay, we're gonna play these movies and you can go and watch it. There are specialty restaurants on the ship. So this is the thing I wanted to talk about. I have done many ships because we're actually Diamond Plus members or Platinum members or whatever. I forgot what we are, but we're pretty up there on the Royal Caribbean. I forgot what it was. We're below Pinnacle. So I think we're Diamond Plus or Platinum or whatever. What I will say about the Allure of the Seas ship, and this is, I don't remember. I've always enjoyed the food, but Allure of the Seas was another level. So my husband and I, we booked some specialty restaurants because that's always been a fun thing to do. Like you go to a specialty restaurant and you have some delicious food, absolutely mouth-watering, fantastic, really good food. Well, on this cruise, we booked several specialty restaurants because we were like, oh, let's do it because it's super fun. But being in the main dining room and eating the food there, we were really impressed with the food. It was really, really good. We ended up canceling all our specialty restaurants because we were like, why pay when the food is fantastic? The food was really, really good. In the Windjammer, every day was basically the same meal. Now I understand prices have gone up. So it kind of put a damper on food. Plus we're going across the ocean, so maybe they just had to keep it the same. I don't know, but it got kind of monotonous and a little boring. But what was nice is they had the taco bar with the food there, and they also had like different restaurants. They had Johnny Rockets. They had different things, so you could kind of mix it up. And then you have, Park Avenue, that little cute little cafe, Park Cafe. It was really cute. You could go in there and get something to eat. It was really nice. So we try to mix it up because I was, during lunchtime, kind of bored. It got to the point where I just skipped lunch. I just had breakfast and dinner because our stomachs were already getting messed up anyways. But the next time we do a cruise, my husband and I were thinking if we do one, we would love to do a transatlantic the other way where you gain an hour. Everyone we talked to said it's actually really, really a cool experience to gain an hour instead of losing an hour. So to me, that sounds like a great plan. So I think I might jump on that. Having said that, we absolutely had such a great time crossing the ocean in Allure of the Seas. Really beautiful ship. I am curious to see the new remodel and what it's gonna look like, because we absolutely loved how it looked before. It was this beautiful ship. I love the design. I love that, you know, the walking trail on other ships, it was always on the top deck. People are trying to lay out and relax, and there's just gobs of people just walking because they're doing their laps. And that it always felt weird. Like, I remember walking that and there's people laying out and they're just trying to relax, and here I am walking and huffing. I just didn't like that. Whereas on the Allure of the Seas, the track has its own section. It's got its own little spot, and I love that on the Allure of the Seas. They really thought that through. I love some of the layout of some of the parts of the ship. There were some little private areas, and there were many times on this ship with 6,000 people, by the way, shocking as that may sound. There were many times we had our own private spots, like in Central Park. There was some benches. My husband and I would just sit there with our drink, and it was just us, nobody there, and it felt like, wow, where is everybody? And there was other moments, like I go to the library, or we would go different parts of the ship, and it just felt like a little privacy, which was really, really nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, let us know in the bottom below.